Traders are rolling up their sleeves after they get to know employment data from the ADP payroll processor. They will focus on the official report from the US Department of Labor. What other events will impact on market quotes? Let's watch a video calendar on InstaForex TV channel. On Thursday morning, investors will be evaluating trade balance data from Australia. Experts project an increase both in exports and imports in May. Amid the conflict between Australia and China, investors will cheer a positive dynamic that will boost demand for the Aussie. On Tuesday, the market found out about an unexpected rise in consumer inflation in the euro area. On Thursday, traders await data on producer prices. For the Eurozone, analysts presented the pessimistic forecast for the May CPI. Now they are also pessimistic about factory inflation. Nevertheless, if the actual PPI comes out better than expected, this will hardly change market sentiment. Week after week, investors are alert to updates on the US labor market. On Thursday, the Labor Department reports on initial and continuing unemployment claims. This week, the government non-farm payrolls will be released ahead of the schedule instead of the traditional deadline on the first Friday each month. This Friday, US trading floors will be shut on occasion of the public holiday, Independence Day. In the previous report, the US public and private sectors added 2.5 million jobs in May. This time, experts also foresee upbeat data. They expect 3 more million Americans to have found jobs in June. No doubt, such a steady recovery in the US labor market inspires confidence. Investors will attach importance to a change in average hourly earnings. In fact, judging by dynamics in private incomes, analysts can predict trends in consumer spending, which accounts for almost 2/3 of the US gross domestic product. Unlike robust employment growth, this aspect of the payrolls is likely to discourage traders. Experts warn about a slowdown in the US wage growth. It could happen that traders will be overwhelmed by the strong employment data, so overall market sentiment will be unaffected by the poor wages data. On Friday, the Market Research Group is due to publish a series of services PMIs and composite PMIs. As usual, the experts will first report on China's economy. The services PMI is expected to remain in the green zone, though the index could have eased a pace of growth last month. In essence, amid the threat of the second pandemic wave, the persistent uptrend is a positive sign, so even a minor slowdown is likely to sustain the risk-on mood. Apart from the above set reports, it would be a good idea to take notice of other publications. On Thursday, traders will get to know trends in the Eurozone's labor market. Besides, don't miss trade balance data for the US and Canada. In addition to employment data, the United States will report on factory orders. And on Friday, as I said earlier, traders will be evaluating a batch of final composite and services PMIs for leading global economies. You were watching Forex Trader Calendar on InstaForex TV channel with me, Kate Stichina. We wish you profitable deals.